Hey Ben.
Yeah.
You packing the car?
Yeah.
You recording?
No.
You should be.
But I want to listen to music, and you don't let me listen to music when I record.
There are these things called headphones.
No. There's also this thing called a JBL speaker, and I really like using it to listen to music when I'm working outside.
Hi there guys, welcome back to my channel. Okay, my name is Sarah.
And I'm Benjamin.
And this is Crochet Vision. It's craft show day. We were already set up. It was misty on the way here. I will put that video in. It's 8:47. We're already set up. Baseball on the beach today, and they're already playing. So when we got here, we just needed to set up real quick. So we're all set up. Benjamin, say hi. All that white is fog. All fog. No fog. You can see it up there. That's all fog. What? I have questions. I have so many questions. I guess there is some fog out there. That's got some fog. This has a ton of fog. That's so weird. Fog. No fog.
Did you hear about the dog?
Fog.
That tried to bite the fog?
Yes, Ben.
Missed.
Thank you. Thank you so much. We gotta work on it, but I was playing around with the idea of making a beach ball pattern last night. Workshopping needs some love, but I was bored, so I was having fun designing new stuff before I put out the stuff that you guys want, you know. We've got jellies, we've got turtles, we're doing stuff. I don't know if I've ever really shown this, but I have that on the back there. And then we are set up on this side as well. I did put out Christmas and Halloween. Did sell some gingerbread men last weekend already, and so we've got Halloween up and out. All right, the wind is blowing, my hair is doing crazy things. We are not judging, but
This video is sponsored by Celsius. It's not actually, but Celsius, if you would like to sponsor us.
it is not sponsored by Celsius. No. But you guys, oh my god, my hair is doing crazy things. Guys, ready for the best part? Are you ready for the best part? I don't think you're ready for the best part. Drink your water, take your meds.
CrochetVision.com.
I'm so excited, guys. Look at this. Cannot get over how pretty these are. The ombre, the sparkle, yes. So it is baseball on the beach this weekend. The games are already over for the day. It's been a pretty slow day. I really don't have much else to say other than that. There really isn't much else happening. Ben, say hi. You want to go home?
Yeah.
So we're not even going to play the 20-minute game today. I am going to do before I pack out, we have a show next week where I think I'm going to do a front-facing one table setup instead of, I'm not on a corner. And so I want to see what it would look like if I put all the big stuff that I have spread out on 3 tables just on the grid wall right now, because I have small stuff on the grid wall that doesn't need to be on the grid wall. Mainly because I need table filler, right? So like the pig, the whale, the jellyfish, and the rainbow and the mushroom can come down, and I can put the other big stuff that I have up on the grid wall, and then we can put it behind us maybe is what we're thinking for the next show. Apart from stuff on the table. I don't know if that makes sense. I think I'm only gonna do 1 table, 2 spinners, and then 2 spinners on the table, and then the grid wall all the way on the back if people wanted a bigger thing. If that makes sense. I don't know if it does. Ben is zipping us up. We are leaving the tables, the crates, the grid wall, and we're about to go home. It was a slow day today, guys. Man, I thought the mist was bad yesterday. I don't know if you guys can see. Oh, there we go. You can kind of see it that way. It's thick today. It's covering those trees.
Thick with 3 C's.
With 3 C's. CCC. You can barely see that building. Like it's. Whoa, we're about to drive into it. There we go. Whoa. Don't try this at home, folks.
It's so dumb.
It doesn't even look that bad on camera.
Well, because it just cleared up.
Why does it keep getting clear and then bad? Oh, we're about to drive through it again. And here's a roundabout, isn't it? Oh, yeah. It still doesn't look that bad on camera. It's pretty bad, guys. The fog, it's no joke. See, you can't even see the road over there. Oh, it's gonna get foggy. Look at that. Can't even see the road ahead of us. Oh boy. Wow.
For reference, the speed limit on this road is 50. I'm doing like 30.
Yeah. That's, whoa. This is
I can see
wild.
6 yellow lines in front of me.
Yeah. Like, there's a barn there. Okay, see, it doesn't look nearly as bad on camera as it is in person. Oh, wait, there's cars up ahead. Can't see them. Oh, and it clears them. And then it's going to get bad again. This is nuts. Look at it covering the trees. You can see the tree line. Wow. All right, it's day 2. The craft fair burnout is hitting hard. As you can tell by I'm vlogging less and less at these shows because I'm more and more tired. Oh, fuzzy.
On your nose.
That tracks. Could we just turn around and go home?
No.
I don't want to be here right now.
It's tiring.
Okay. Ben's already opening up the tent. He's not waiting for no one today. Is it wet? Ben? Is it wet?
Yeah.
If you like craft fair videos, tell me to suck it up in the comments and make sure you like the video and subscribe because it's hard, guys. This is hard.
We're gonna get wet. Watch where you go, man.
You definitely just got a biker wet. Did it rain?
No, it's just condensation. All that mist that we saw this morning condenses when it touches things.
Wow, you're so tall.
That's why you married me.
I mean, yeah, I couldn't do this. Look at the water. Ew. I hate everything today. Ben just hit the tent to get the water off again. I didn't realize I was standing underneath it. And then I got soaked with really cold water. I remember folding up my other pink thing last night, and I don't know where it is right now. That's great.
So, interesting little tidbit. I just walked all the way down and looked at all the other vendors' tents and stuff. And all the tents that are not white, the water on top of them is all evaporated, or almost all evaporated. And all the tents that are white have a lot of water still on them. And I'm thinking it's because the sunlight gets absorbed at least a little bit by the ones that are not white. So it heats up and evaporates, but the white ones, it reflects it all. Interesting little thing I noticed. I hope you all are having a great day.
part has like the momentum going, and you just kind of like.
I hope it caught that. Did you bump the table?
No, you did it.
No, I didn't.
Okay, well, it went. That was great. In case you missed it, Ben just got soaked by the tent. Payback is sweet. So sweet.
It was like all in my hair.
It was wet.
Yeah, water's wet. Or at least it makes things wet. Yo, if water is wet, or if water makes things wet, tell me about it in the chat.
Jesus
In the comments. I want to hear people's answers to that one. I know what the real answer
I have
is.
to take my sunglasses off so they can get my eye roll.
All right.
Yeah, we didn't find seahorses. We put them in their own bag, I know that. There's an empty spinner, and I didn't realize it until now when I'm looking at it. Would you also grab my water and my yarn, please? Please? Someone took our parking spot this morning. That sucked too.
I didn't take it out because it was in the Target bag. I didn't want it to fall over.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, see, this would have been our parking spot, but this person decided to park here. And there's the steps, which does make this a little bit more convenient than the other end all the way over there. But I don't like this spot as much. I really don't like this spot as much. The vendor next to me is a complete asshole to his employee. I'm not sure if it's his son or what, but he's just so rude. Not the 3D printed people, we love them, but I mean, like, he's just been so nasty all weekend, and it's blowing my mind. Like, so rude. Well, there's a fire alarm going off. All right, so there is baseball on the beach today. Hey, Ben. You look so sad.
Just tired.
Let's talk about this for a minute. A lot of people have loved the big duck, but they haven't bought the big duck. But small ducks have been actually selling this weekend, even though it was not the weekend I made all the ducks for. I'm still amazed that this guy has not found a home, the watermelon cow.
It's a watermelon dragon, didn't it?
Oh my God, it's a watermelon dragon. You're right. Oh my. It's a watermelon dragon. If you want it to be a watermelon dragon, I don't care. Not gonna hurt my feelings by calling something different. Can you move that bag, please? Thank you. I'm trying. I did. I'm trying something new with the oysters up there. They're a little high. They're gonna move all of this down just a little bit. We have the fat penguins, and I love them. The sheeps, and yeah. Vlog. The kid just walked up to the duck and went. Alright, so I've never had this happen. I just had a girl who was in between 3 different things, and she gave each of them a number and said, pick which number you want. And then she got the number that I picked. I was like, 2. And she goes, okay, it's the jellyfish. And then she bought it. I've never had that happen, and it was so cute. I like it. Blue Cybertruck. I feel like Cybertruck's the new punch buggy. Anybody else?
Welcome back, everybody, to Crochet Vision. I'm Benjamin.
I'm Sarah.
And this is the Ruthie girl.
Ruthie girl wanted to join us for this one. She was willing to sleep. She's a snoozy girl.
But she's here.
She's
So it
here.
counts.
She's here.
She got to make sure we put her on the payroll for this one.
She's being a little scoochie on the couch, so now she's in my lap and she's quiet and
She's snoozing.
snoozing.
All right.
Everybody yell at Ben to do his Baking Benjamin segment on our second channel.
In case you didn't know we have a second channel, you should also check that out. Sarah's going to link a video for one of them in one of these corners. But welcome back to another market recap. We're going to be doing another segment of the good, the bad, the ugly.
The good, the bad, the ugly.
This market, we've got a pretty decent number for all of the categories.
A lot of stuff.
Actually, only 2 for ugly, but
Yeah.
we've got a lot of good, a few bad, and then 2 ugly. But the 2 ugly are really ugly, and they're going to be at the end, so make sure you watch till
Stay
the
to
end.
the end. I want to start, before we do all the good stuff, I want to start with our placement.
This one
Because
is technically bad.
It's technically bad, but I want to make sure I get it out there before we start talking about everything else and you guys leave, because this is actually important information. We normally at this show are right at the Wildwood sign, right when you first walk up.
Yep.
At this particular event, that was not where our spot was. We were down, way down in the middle of the boardwalk. Now, granted, the coordinator did try to help us out. She put us at a different entryway ramp, but there were so few vendors this weekend at the beach that we were all on one side of the Wildwood sign instead of being on the side that we're normally on. I like being on that side of the Wildwood sign better. It's just with the flow of traffic, people come up and go to the left, and that's where I like to be.
Yep.
And you're still going to get the traffic of the people coming from the other end.
I wish she would have had all of us
on the other side.
Because where this event on the beach was too, was also on that side. They had a section on the side where we were, but everybody ended up playing on the other side at least once.
Yeah, there were 4 baseball fields
Right.
set up in the sand on the side that we're normally on, and there were only 2 set up on the side that we were on. So there was much more foot traffic where we would normally be set up. So I don't know why. I'm sure there was a reason. The coordinator for this show
Is fantastic.
she's fantastic. She has a lot of experience with this show. She's got a lot of history with the city that it's in. So
We'll talk about that later.
yeah. So if she did something, there's a reason she did it. I'm sure that it had to do with permitting or something, but it would have been a lot better for us if we were on our normal side.
And the other thing that was different too is that it was baseball on the beach. The event was for a lot of little boys.
Yeah, I think they said the age groups were 8
9
to 12 or 9 to 12.
9 to 12, I think.
Yeah.
But there's also one of our good friends is a 3D printer vendor. When you've got little boys at the beach, people are going to go for the 3D printed dragons as opposed to the crocheted turtles.
When it comes to people buying stuff at this show, he's like our main competitor,
Right.
but we love him.
Oh yeah,
And his
they're
wife.
great, and there's nothing wrong with that. But
Yeah.
this just wasn't our event, and our sales did suffer from that. We did notice a drop in sales because of it. So I just wanted to make sure I put that out first. That this particular one, I don't think we're going to be doing again next year.
No, I don't think
The
we will
sales
either.
were not enough to make up for it, and I think it's important when your sales aren't where you want them to be, you need to assess, was there things I could have done? Were there things I did differently? Were there things I could have done differently? Just to reflect on what it was. And just with the way that this event is, I really think a big part of our sales not being what they normally are at this show, and off by a few $100s for what they normally are at this show, I think the vast majority of it was the location of where we were.
Yep.
Because every other show, since the very first time we did this, like 2 or 3 years ago, we've been on the other side of the Wildwood sign.
Yep. The first show, except for the first
Right,
show.
that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
The very first time we did the show, Memorial Day 2020 something, we were down by the bathrooms, which is where we were today. And then every show since then, we've been on the other side of the Wildwood sign.
Yep.
And I like it over there. I want to stay over there.
So now for the good.
There were so many good things at this, like so many good interactions.
There were so many good interactions. The first one was just a little cute one. You know, it was one of those moments where if you're not paying attention, you wouldn't even have noticed it. But this little girl turns to her dad after she's been loving this one stuffed animal. And she's like, Dad, take your wallet out. It's not too much. Just like one of those cute little things that little kids say. And it's just like, oh, that's really funny.
As far as cute girls too, there was a group of like 3 girls walking by, and they were 6 maybe, and the one girl says to her friend, I'm assuming, look with your eyes, don't touch, look with your eyes.
It's just one of those things where it's like, you know, she got that from her mom or her dad saying that to her, and it's like, that's really
or she
cute.
knows her friend's behavior.
I mean, she was young enough that it's definitely, she was just regurgitating something that she heard an adult in her life say, but it was really, really cute.
I had one woman who recognized me from when we were on the news. If you missed it, I'll link it below. We were on the news a few weeks ago. It was probably a month ago at this point.
It was like 2 months ago.
Okay, well, it was a while ago. We were on the news. ABC6 came and did a segment on us, and it was so lovely. But she saw me on the news, and it was so kind. She was like, she wanted me to make cats. She's like, if you had cats, I would get a cat, a black and white cat. But I didn't have any cats. And she came over, she left and came back, and she goes, I hope God blesses you, and gave us a tip. And that doesn't happen, and it was so kind and so sweet.
Yeah, super, super sweet.
Yeah.
She's like, were you guys on the news?
Yeah.
It was so sweet.
There were so many good stories from this show. There was one gentleman and his significant other. I was like, girlfriend, partner, wife, I don't know. And they were really invested in my turtle. And I don't know how we came up with talking to them, but she goes, he has a tortoise at home. And he goes, yes, it's Tomas, the tortoise. I will never forget that.
And he was really like, he was looking at the big mama turtle.
Yeah.
And he was like, I think I'm going to get it. I got to get it. That's why we started talking to them, because he's like, I think I'm going to get it.
Oh, he said he was going to come back for it.
Yeah. And I was like, why do you got to get it? And his partner goes, he's got one at home. And he goes, Tomas, the tortoise.
Tomas,
I was like,
the tortoise.
that's amazing.
I love it.
I love it.
On the topic of things that I will never forget, and it was the best thing I think I have ever heard come out of like a 12-year-old's mouth. She walked up with a group, big group, and the little girl goes, oh my gosh, the ducks have lip filler.
I'm like, yep.
I've heard duck lips, look at the duck lips, but I've never heard the ducks have lip filler. I died. Everyone she was with was laughing. It was so funny, and I will never forget it. It was great.
So it was baseball at the beach weekend, as we said before. A lot of the families brought like pop-up tents that they could set up on the beach itself with weights and everything. And one of the families was really close to the boardwalk, and they had their sons going up underneath the boardwalk with dollar bills and sticking the dollar bills between the boards and watching. And then when people would come and like try to pick up the dollar, they'd pull it back down really quick.
I had no idea that this was happening.
And I was watching it and loving every second of it. I watched them do it to easily like 8 or 9 different people.
Because it's something you would have done when you were that age.
Oh, absolutely. I would have done it.
That's why you loved it so much.
But so the best part was they got, like I said, 8 or 9 different people. And then this little girl walks up, and I don't know if the kid under the boardwalk wasn't paying attention or if she just like did it really quickly or what, but she grabbed that dollar before the kid was able to pull it all the way down. And you could see when she had some like tension, and she's like trying to pull it up, and obviously the kid's trying to pull it down, and she ended up pulling it up. And it was hilarious because her dad was watching, and he was like, he looked puzzled, and I caught the eyes of the dad, and I pointed down to the tent, and I was like, they've been tricking people all day. They had someone underneath that was trying to pull it back down, but she got him. And the dad lost it. He was laughing so hard, and the family that was at the tent, they were laughing so hard. It was so funny. The only people that weren't laughing super hard was the boy under the boardwalk, because he came out and was like, it was so funny. I love the random stuff that you get to see when you're people watching at the boardwalk.
Oh gosh, you remember? We didn't even write this down, and I just remembered. Ben was having a good time watching the baseball games, and it was good baseball. The kids were doing a great job. And there was one green team, and we got the story from one of the moms. They were up, then they were down, and this kid hit a walk-off home run at the end. They only play 6 innings.
Yeah.
And
they had 2 outs,
yeah,
2 strikes, and 3 balls. Bases were loaded, and they were down by 2 points.
Yeah.
And this kid hit a walk-off home run.
And the kid was like 12.
Yeah.
Or maybe he was younger than that because they said they were coming back the next year. So he had to have been younger than that because it ages out at 12.
Yep. So whatever age group they were, it turns out this was their first year here.
They came from Pittsburgh. The wife of the coach has cancer.
And they were trying to do something nice for the boys, and we got the whole spiel from the mom afterwards.
Their travel season had ended and they were looking for more stuff to do.
Yep.
I can't imagine playing baseball on the sand. Running in the sand.
I was gonna say that. So a part of the reason that the baseball was so interesting to watch is because of the sand. You could tell these kids were having trouble starting to run. Yeah. So people stealing bases, it's slower. People trying to get to where the ball is going to be when it gets hit is slower. The ball isn't rolling as far. It's hitting the sand, and sometimes it would stop dead right there. Right. Other times it would roll a little bit or bounce. It was really interesting to watch because plays were happening that I feel like in Major League Baseball or even college baseball, it's like, oh, well, that's 2 outs right there because the ball got hit in the perfect
And it wasn't because they were young kids. It was mainly because of the sand.
Right.
They were playing good baseball.
Yeah.
Baseball.
Baseball.
Oh my God. They were playing good baseball. But yeah, kids were stealing bases left and right. It was
I watched one
fun
kid
to watch.
steal every single base other than his first one.
I love baseball. Ben, not a huge fan of Major League Baseball.
No, I don't
and
like it.
He was invested in this. And I was like, you don't like baseball? He goes, but that's so interesting.
Yeah, this was way more interesting. And I'm pretty sure it was all because of the sand.
I'm guaranteed.
I mean, some of it was also the kids couldn't throw far enough. So if the ball went into the outfield, they couldn't throw it all the way to either first or third. So that was definitely a part of it as well. But it was mostly, I think, because of the sand. And the mom that we had spoken to that had given us the play-by-play breakdown afterwards, she even said it's so different playing on the sand for the kids.
They should do Major League Baseball on the sand.
I think they should do a lot of sports as beach versions. I think they should not do football.
Oh, yeah, that'd be terrible.
Yeah, there would be so many injuries. But I think a lot of sports would be very interesting playing it on the sand. When I was in high school, I played Ultimate Frisbee at the Wildwood Beach one summer. And I had played on regular fields, and it is so hard to make those... to start the runs.
I've never played Ultimate Frisbee, so I would never know what you're even talking about.
If you have the Frisbee, you can't move, and you got to throw it. But so you're trying to get open, similar to football, in that you're trying to juke people out and stuff. But it's really hard to juke people out on the sand like that. So, yeah, it was very, very interesting watching
Ruthie's not abused.
the beach baseball being played.
She's still snoozing.
So now for the bad.
I thought I was going to speak.
You thought wrong.
So if you have watched any of these recaps in the past about the beach shows, you know we are not the biggest fans of bikes on the beach.
On the boardwalk.
Bikes on the boardwalk on the beach.
I've seen people with their bikes on the beach. I don't care about that. They're usually out in the open.
That's probably going to be hard too.
It's very hard. I've done it.
Running. Okay.
It's hard.
Anyway. My friend Ryan is the first tent all the way down at the end.
Every time. She loves the spot.
Every time. She loves the spot right by the bathrooms. She loves her spot. It's her spot, and that's fine. Except when you are the first tent, there is no one else there to hit. And Ryan was hit by a bike.
Not her tent.
Not her tent. Her. She was hit by a bike while she was setting up. The biker wasn't... I don't know if the biker wasn't paying attention. She said she was in the tent or she was setting up. So biker probably wasn't paying attention and hit her with the bike.
Thankfully, it wasn't that hard.
No, she's fine.
Yeah.
But, yep, hit her with the bike.
Then we had one of the other vendors that was there. His tent was broken. And it was the same vendor that in one of our other videos, a gentleman went and leaned against his tent. So we don't know if the gentleman leaning against the tent broke it or if it just broke over time or whatever. This guy's only been doing shows here for like a year. He's pretty new.
There were screws missing out of the top of the
Yep.
tent. The whole thing. I felt so bad for him.
I did too.
And it was a pretty new tent too, he said.
Yeah, it is a new tent. He said he got it at the beginning of this season.
Your tent should last more than a season.
Right. He does a lot more shows in a season than we do, though. He does shows throughout the week.
That's true.
But even still, it should last multiple years.
That's Pickle Guy. We love Pickle Guy.
We love Pickle Guy. He's super nice.
He
gives
sold
us free
out.
pickles.
He sold out for the first time, and like all of us were cheering for him. It was really sweet.
Super nice guy. But there were screws missing from his tent that held the joints together. So his tent was all lopsided. The wind was blowing it. And I tried to go over and help him, like, see what was wrong, see if I had anything in the car that I could help fix it. I didn't really have anything. He said his friend was going to go to the hardware store and try to get him screws that would match. And the second day he was there and it still wasn't fixed. I even tried looking up the manufacturer of his tent to see if I could get the specs for the screws to like see if we could get them at a local hardware store or anything, but I didn't have any luck. I think it's one of those ones that someone gets from like AliExpress or something, and then they just put a different brand name on it and put it on Amazon. Because I found his tent on Amazon, and then I found like 4 others that looked identical to it, all by other companies as well. It's not the bottom of the barrel tent, but it's also like, if you do shows, you know that there's like 3 big companies. We use ABC Canopy, and there's a couple others. So you recognize them, and they also have the name there.
There's ABC Canopy, Easy Up, and it starts with an E.
But yeah, so there's like 3 big tent companies that are really good manufacturing. It's basically like the standard for craft vendors, or just vendors in general that do this sort of event.
I will link them below, the one that I use. I've had this tent for, 2 years now, and I love it?
Almost 3.
Okay.
It's almost 3 full seasons now.
Okay, 3 full seasons. So you've
Yeah.
had it for 3 years, but almost 3 full market seasons.
Yeah.
Because we got it on Amazon Prime Day after our tent got broken the first time.
Yep.
After the first show of the year. When we started doing this show, after the first show of the year, our tent got hit by a bike and it snapped the legs. It was a cheap Walmart tent. And so then Amazon Prime Day, we replaced it with this tent. We've had it for a few years now. We're almost at the point where we're probably going to replace the canopy top, just because it's
just faded.
Or
yellowed.
Yeah.
The sun, like when you leave white things outside and they get that yellowed vinyl tint to it, it's just got that. So we're probably going to replace the canopy on it, but the structure of it is still good.
It's solid.
There's like a little bit of rust in some small spots, but nothing bad. So we love ABC Canopy. It's the one I see the most often. So you've got like ABC Canopy, Easy Up, and that other brand are kind of like the top tier ones. You've got like the cheap Walmart ones or Target ones are like the bottom tier ones. And then he had one of the ones from like the middle that you get off Amazon.
And there's even a lower tier too, where the legs are slanted instead of the straight leg. You want to have a straight leg tent. That's very important. His had a straight leg.
Yep. That's why he was one of the middle tier ones.
Again, just make friends with your neighbors, which is so important. And people can hear you when you're talking. I'm jumping to ugly because it's a great segue.
Okay.
Our one neighbor at this show, it is his first year doing shows at this event. I don't think it's his first year doing shows, but it is the first time at this event. And we've seen him a few times. There has been times when he didn't have tent weights and he was holding onto the tent in the middle when it was windy and upsetting other vendors.
He didn't have tent weights this time either.
He didn't have tent weights this time either, but he didn't unzip tie it from the boardwalk.
Right.
If you are talking to people in your tent
loudly,
people can hear you, even if you're not that loud. Customers around you and your other neighbors can hear you.
Yeah.
And the conversations you're having. And if you're being rude to your employees and nasty, or your son or whoever the kid was.
It was his son.
We can hear you. And so can your customers.
It's not a good look.
They never said hi to us at all, which I didn't go say hi to them either, but I didn't go over because he was screaming at the sun the whole time.
Yeah.
The entire time during setup, yelling at him, calling him stupid, being so nasty. In the middle of the event at one point, he just left and went to the bathroom, didn't ask anyone to watch his tent. There was no one else there. And he's selling jewelry. Like, what? Just left everything there and just walked away.
Yep.
And there were 2 of us. We would have happily watched your stuff, and I did. But just, we can hear you.
Don't be rude. Don't be nasty. Don't tell people just shut up and do it.
He'd be like, where do you want this? I've got this one and this one. He's like, oh, just shut up and put it out. Just shut up and put it out.
Yep. Oh, what do you think about this? Just shut up and put it out.
Just shut up and put it out. Constant, like.
2 days of just berating this kid.
And the dad one time was like, well, you got to learn how to do it and figure it out because this is going to be yours one day. And I'm like, if I was that kid, I'd be like, absolutely not. Like, what?
Yeah.
He was being so nasty. So nasty. We can hear you. Don't be that person. Don't do that.
I almost said something to him at one point.
Yeah.
I was getting upset just listening to the way he was talking to this kid. And I say kid, he was probably early 20s, maybe late teens.
I think he was late teens.
Yeah. I think he might have been special needs. I'm not 100% sure. But
it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. But
you don't talk to people that way.
No, but I'm trying to paint the picture. Like, this kid
asked a lot of questions.
He asked a lot of questions. He was trying to be very diligent. Like, it wasn't that he was being nagging or anything. Like, he was really trying to do everything right, and the dad was just so nasty.
Like, even just setting up the tent, he was trying. The dad was just standing there watching him struggle.
Yeah, and he was like, "You got to do it on your own.
You got to do it on your own." Well, what am I like? He was having a hard time figuring it out.
And like, he was like, "How do I do it?" And he's like, "You got to figure it out."
And then the dad, after 10 minutes of watching him struggle, the dad pushed him out of the way and did it. And he was so nasty.
Yeah, at one point the kid was trying to set it up, and he extended the tent legs as like his first step, which some people do it that way. I don't think you should do it that way, but whatever. The kid went to pick the tent up, and he was grabbing it by the top sections, I guess you could call it, instead of the bottom. And the kid's like, I don't know what to do. And the dad's like, well, you already messed up. Well, if you explained to him how he should do it, or showed him how you do it, instead of just being a nasty individual to him, you'd have gotten done a lot faster, and this kid would have had a good core memory with his father. Instead, he's going to remember how nasty you were.
And also, it's not easy to set up the tents. I still struggle. I mean,
You're short, though.
But he wasn't that tall. The kid wasn't that tall.
Only a couple inches shorter than me.
I thought he was shorter than that. But regardless, like, if I had to put up the tent by myself, I couldn't. It's not easy. But it still leaves a bad taste in my mouth.
Yeah, I almost said something to him. And I don't really say things to people. I just let things go most of the time. Yeah. And I was getting upset at how he was talking to him.
I will ask the coordinator not to be next to them ever again. That's how bad they were. Yeah. The coordinator of this show is very involved in the community, and she has to get permission from the mayor to let us do the show. And for Labor Day weekend, it's going to be Friday, Saturday instead of Saturday, Sunday. For years and years, I looked back, the show has been Saturday, Sunday.
Yep.
Well, the mayor all of a sudden has decided that there's going to be a Wildwood block party on the streets, not on the boardwalk, at about the same time, so we can't set up on Sunday.
It's going to start at like 2 p.m.
Yeah, it starts in the afternoon.
It's towards the end of the day. Normally the show ends at 3 on Sunday anyway.
So it doesn't make any sense. And the coordinator came up to me, we're talking about, she's reminding everybody that it's Friday, Saturday instead of Saturday, Sunday. She's like, I'm going to try to see if I can get us at least a little bit on Sunday. The mayor's indicted anyway.
No, that's not what she said. She was like, the mayor shouldn't be making decisions anyway. He's been indicted. It was so funny.
Hearing these come out of this woman's mouth, it's brilliant. She has some great one-liners, and I adore her so much. And he's indicted. Oh, woo! The tea! Woo.
Yeah.
I don't know what he's indicted for, but...
He shouldn't be making decisions. He's indicted. He has to go to court. So funny.
Oh my god. But that will be our next show at the beach. Labor Day weekend is our last show at the beach this year.
It is.
And it'll be Friday, Saturday. So I'm sure fun things will happen because Friday nights at Wildwood are...
Friday nights at Wildwood are wild.
The wild, wild woods. Wild, wild, wild days.
God, that song. They've got 2 songs they play over the loudspeakers there.
Spring will soon be gone. Wild days.
And they play every 15 minutes.
2
From
There
10 until late.
There was one show this year where the speakers were broken and we didn't hear the national anthem. We didn't hear anything. And we were like, are they not doing the national anthem anymore? No, the speaker at that end of the boardwalk was just broken and then they fixed it. And I was like, no.
I was so happy that I didn't have to hear those 2 songs every 15 minutes. Because then the song is stuck in our head for a couple days afterwards.
Spring will soon be gone.
Hi, and welcome to the Wildwoods.
We hope
America's #1 outdoor seashore boardwalk. Oceanfront boardwalk. That's what it is.
Oceanfront board, yeah.
America's #1 oceanfront boardwalk.
If you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button.
Please comment below what you thought the best or worst part of this show was.
I'm still stuck with the duck head lip filler.